This is Todd. And so what I have today, finally, after lots of printing and everything else, I have four parts up for sale on eBay. I have the computer terminal, which you guys have been waiting for a while. I went back and saw I only sold like two of these before because they're just such a pain to make. And then I have a bunch of Pookies. Hooray! And the claw controls. And again, I only have four of these up for sale as well. So, I have some pre-orders for the stand that goes with the collector. So I know people keep asking me for the stand, and so I decided to do some pre-orders on it just because people asking all the time. So let's go ahead and talk about all this cool stuff. Let me raise my camera up here. It'll be all shaky now. I need to get a new something for this. Hey Dwight, thanks for joining me. All right, so for those that don't know what the heck we're talking about, this right here is a little computer that I made to go right in this spot. And normally you put Skeletor staff right here, but I made this little bar on the bottom that fits in there just right, and you just click it in, just like that. And the reason why I couldn't get it made before is one was too loose, one was too tight. I just couldn't get it to work out just right, but I finally got it working now, so you can adjust it where you want it. It does kind of pop a little bit straight up, but you can also put it down. When it's straight up, you could put Skeletor's hand right on the knob like he's controlling it or something, getting ready to do some kind of tactical type thing. And then the other thing I have is this right here. Let me pull this one out. I'll take the new shiny one. Shiny. And I have two holes in the bottom here that line up with the controls that are already on the collector. And it just drives me crazy that this is supposed to be Beastman's hand controls to control these claws right here. And so that's why I made this cool thing right here. And literally this slides over the top of these. So you just line it up and let's see if I can get the view so you guys can see those holes right there. They just go literally right over the controls, and you just push it right on there, just like that. And now you have Beastman's controls. Now I'm still working on a brand new piece for him, which will be pretty cool. I was just going to make more just like this that's longer, but I decided he has a screen. I got to make something cool for him besides just having that yoke right there. But for those that don't know, let me lift this up. There we go. And for those that don't know, what makes this so cool, hey Ron, hey Dwight, is these screens also glow in the dark. So let me go ahead and adjust this so we can get the right camera angle on it. And let me get my light out here so I can charge these up, and we'll charge up this one first. Look at that. And then we'll charge up Skeletor's in the back. And then hopefully eventually I'll have a third screen on this yoke. But check out how cool that looks. Now you have Skeletor with a screen. You have Beastman with his screen. And fun, cool stuff. Anyway, and to top it all off, let me turn this light back on. If you get one of these stands from me, I can't stand. Here's the stand right here, and I'll talk about it for a second. Hopefully I don't sit on the collector. I'll put the collector over here in the corner. I don't want to actually sit on it, put it on my chair. So the way this stand works is it has this little 15-degree piece. And this 15-degree piece makes it so you can angle it to have it fly all different angles. And this middle part right here is a pin that comes out, and it comes with a short one and a long one. And originally I made this black, but I kept dropping them and losing them. So I made it out of the glow-in-the-dark material. So that, and this has a hole going diagonal and a hole going straight. You put it in the diagonal one, use the 45. And then once you get it on there, and this stand is huge. I mean, let me just lower this down so you can just see how big this stand is. There we go. And you can see here's the standard classic size figure. Here is the new Origins to give you an idea of how big the stand is. Let me bring the ship back. And then the ship has a hole in the bottom, and you just basically line that hole up with the pin and you slide it in place. And then once it's on there, you can angle it to have it do all kinds of cool flight maneuvers for your setup, however you want to do that. All right, let me raise this back up. And I'll talk about the last feature, which is kind of fun. I'll check out your guys' comments. Is the pin comes up right here, right there. And so I pretend like it's the power source for the collector. So now when you turn off the lights, you got one more extra glowing feature. Where is that light switch? There it is. And that is the pin coming up from the center, like it's powering the ship of some sort. So that's kind of a fun little extra thing. Anyway, so there you go. And the last thing that I have up is I have more Pookies. Pookie. And Pookies glow in the dark also with a blue glow. There we go. Let's turn off this light so you can see it. Ooh, now what's funny is this Pookie glows with a different blue glow than the other blue. They are two different blues. Let me pull the pin out so you can see. So I'll put Pookie on top of the stand up here. You know what? I'm going to remove the 15-degree piece on there. Now, if you do get a Pookie, be careful. The antenna breaks really easy. Most 3D printer parts do break very easily, so just be very careful. Let me go and charge those both up so you can see the difference. Because it is not the same blue. It's a different kind of material. And you can see this one glows differently than this one here. Even the light, you can see they're slightly different. So you check it out. This one's kind of more of a lighter blue to match the cartoon. This is a darker blue to give it that cool, deep blue glow. All right, so to recap, like a longer video, longer yet, 4 things for sale. And that is, I have 4 of these control panels that Beastman uses to control the claws. And then I have 4 of the screens that Skeletor uses in the back. And they both work with both Origins or Classics. And then then I have the stand with the 15-degree piece right there. And then I have a bunch of Pookies up for sale too. All right, and that's it. I was hoping to make another video that'd be way cooler today, but I just ran out of time. Yep, someday I will be retired and then I can spend my days making cool videos and cool stuff on my 3D printer. But there we go. Ooh, you could have Pookie invade the ship. Pookie, what are you doing up there? Let's go and hit it with the glow-in-the-dark light. We'll get the power piece too lit up. Look at that. Look at it. So cool. So much fun. I just love glow-in-the-dark stuff, as you guys know. Yeah, so check it out over here. Boop. I got glow-in-the-dark monsters. Glow-in-the-dark ghosts over there. Anything else glow-in-the-dark over there? I don't see anything else. But it's funny though. You get all this glow-in-the-dark stuff. Oh, the Pookies and screens over there. Oh. All right, let me check out your guys' final comments. And these are already up for auction. Just go in the description and go towards the bottom. Can He-Man's phone too? Yes, that would be funny. Nice. Cool, Motor Rex. Let's see. That's cool. Amazing projects. Thank you so much. Thanks, Dwight. And Ron, thanks for joining us. Hey, Todd, I got my control, and they're awesome. Nice. Just be careful, man. Because it's 3D printed and it's printed in silver, these will break off really easy. So don't try to grip the hands around it. Just put them on top carefully. Carefully, because sometimes 3D parts, it's funny. Things break on the seams. Everything does. Well, this has like 100 seams right here going up and down. So that's how it will break if it does. Mind Reader is just looking at ways to pimp mine out. Nice. Perfect. I'm glad you joined us. Yep. A link is in the description. Yeah, 2000X He-Man. Mine's on the way from Big Bad Toy Store. Looking forward to seeing it. More excited for the Mondo one. But yeah, so if this is your first time watching this, these are not the normal origins. If you take Skeletor's seat and you take out the 3 screws in the bottom, right there on the bottom side, and then slide his seat all the way back so you have 1 screw hole still showing, then you can fit your classics Skeletor in there. And this is this Filmation, and then these guys fit in there too, but this is not long enough for his hands to reach, which is why I made a special one. But I'll be releasing a new one soon. And these parts also work great with Origins too. So just as a heads up, if you decide to get them for Origins, it does work really good. Even this, I've noticed the original one, Origins cannot reach the handles either, just like the classics can. All right, well, that is all that I have. Thank you so much. Yes, they are cool. And it's funny is I actually made these for myself, but I decided to make them for other people available too, because I wanted to pimp mine out and have some cool stuff as well. So that is why I made these. It was for me, but I'm glad that it will help you guys too. So cool. So cool. I can't wait till I finish this last piece. I have it started but not done yet. I have some reference pictures of flight controls and some other stuff. It's gonna be cool. All right, let's see your last comments. 2000X He-Man at Walmart today. Nice. Excellent. All right, until next time, like they say in the 1987 movie, ha. Good journey. Bye now. In case you don't catch what I'm saying, I say it too fast. I'm saying good journey. Anyway, until next time, you guys. Bye now.